Welcome to the Stop Over Drinking and Start Living podcast, where high-achieving, goal-oriented rebel women come to learn how to live a vibrant and fulfilling life without requiring alcohol to get through it. No labels, no judgments, no saying you'll never drink again. Just real proven methods to help you stop rebelling against yourself with alcohol so you can drink less and do more. I'm your host, Angela Mascenik. Let's dig in. Welcome to the bonus episode about the big reveal. Enjoy. Well, hello. Woo woo. So this is a bonus episode that will probably only be in the podcast for a temporary period of time because I'm going to be talking about something very specific that has a lot of time restrictions around it. And I'm announcing on the podcast what this next big thing is. So I hope you get excited. Make sure you follow the links in the podcast show notes. And if you're on my email list, you will probably get all the links there in the emails. Pay attention to the emails that are coming through. But if you want to get in on the goodness, make sure you look in the show notes and follow the links in the show notes. All right. Who's ready to hear about what's next? Woo! All right, y'all. So in this podcast episode, I am going to be sharing the details about my next big thing. But before we get into the details of that, I just want to remind you about my past a little bit. And if you're listening to this first episode of my podcast, you just found it. It's important to have a little bit of context of who I am and how I got here and a little bit about my story. So just some real quick hits about me. I was married in a vineyard in California, in Sonoma County, California. That's where my husband and I got married. And we lived in San Francisco at the time. And we had easy access to all of the wineries and all of the city life and all of the things. And we overdrank a lot together. We met in college, and that had, the partying and the drinking and all that kind of stuff associated with it. I was definitely like a party girl. And then as I grew up and got into my early 20s, mid-20s to my 30s, I worked in a corporate environment in pharmaceutical sales, and that came with a lot of entertaining and traveling and, sales culture, and there was a lot of, work hard, play hard type situations, and there was a lot of over drinking. A lot of late nights, a lot of waking up feeling puffy, feeling regretful. And I would always try to keep myself in check with the relationship with alcohol. Like I would notice if I was drinking too much, and then I would make myself cut back. My family of origin also would be classically defined as being alcoholics. And that's how I grew up. So I was definitely entrenched in my culture. I was used to that. And I adapted some of those belief systems that you needed alcohol to have fun, and that if other people didn't drink, they were boring. So I definitely cultivated my friendship list and my relationships based on who drank or who didn't drink. Those who didn't drink would not make it on my friends list, unfortunately. And I was definitely the drinking ringleader amongst my friends. Anyway, that was what it looked like for a while, many years. And I also struggled with my weight, and it was very tied together. So I'd overdrink, and then I would overeat, and then I would gain like 5 pounds in a weekend or something. And then I would go on some restriction, all the diets over all of the years. It was going back even further into my past. My parents put me on a diet when I was 8 years old. So that was my introduction into dieting and the diet culture. And so I struggled with my weight my whole life. And so when I became drinking age and the food, like that just added into all of that stuff. And so I was constantly on a diet. I was constantly talking about losing weight, and and then it would all come back, or I would get sick of it. You know how the story goes. Okay. So that is also important for you to understand in this sort of history about me. And then I got married, as I said, in the winery, and I had 3 kids back to back with my husband. And in between those pregnancies, I definitely noticed I had a identity crisis where I was like a mom now, and I wasn't able to go out and be my free spirited self as much. And so I was really attached to that identity that I had before kids. So I definitely would find any reason to get out and to go belly up at the wine bar or do crazy things with my friends just to hold on to that past identity. And this is very unconscious, but I thought alcohol was the way to do that. And after my third child, I had postpartum depression pretty bad, and I used alcohol to get through that. Finally, fast forward, I went back to work, and I was managing everything, and I had high levels of anxiety and overwhelm. And I was definitely using alcohol to manage that, to take the edge off. And it was just a tumultuous up and down relationship, that and with the food. And it kind of came to a breaking point when I just had it with my life in general, and I was stressed out at work, and I felt like I was on a rat race and doing the same thing over and over and over again for what? I just couldn't, it just didn't make sense to me anymore. So I actually quit my job and I figured my shit out, and I joined a life coaching program, and I understood that it wasn't my job or my husband or my kids or anybody else or things outside of me that created my feelings of anxiety and overwhelm. It was my own thinking and my own emotions that was driving me to do these behaviors of drinking and overeating. And once I learned how to process my feelings and understand my mind and to manage my mind, my entire life changed. And it was very fast and it was very compelling. And in that process, I decided to become a life coach. So I got my certification, and fast forward now, almost 5 years. I have developed many coaching programs for women specifically to stop over drinking. I have this podcast. There's been a lot of iterations of the work that I do, and now my life looks so much different. I travel a lot more. I do more epic sort of outdoor adventure stuff. I'm ice climbing in Alaska to riding camels on the desert in freaking Morocco. I have friends all over the world. I have a very vibrant, lively, colorful life where I'm not numbing or escaping any of it. And I know how to intentionally create my life that I'm proud to live. And these were not skills that I had before I applied in the same way I'm teaching my clients now. So I just wanted to give you some background on that before I get into the details about what's next. I think it's important for you to know that I was somebody that also overdrank and overate and really struggled with that for 2 decades, 20 years plus with the alcohol, longer with the food stuff. And I know where you're coming from. I know your specific pain points intimately. I know how you think about stuff. I know how you think about yourself and your ability to change. And I think that sets me apart from a lot of people because I totally understand and get it, and I can help you. So I'm going to share a little bit more here before I get into the details, but really I want to add a disclaimer too. I can help you stop over drinking, but this is not a recovery program. So if you need alcohol to function or to get through the day, this is not the program for you. If you feel like you would need medical supervision to cut back on your drinking, my online coaching program and the support that I provide are probably not a good fit. You should go talk to your doctor about that and then come back to me after you feel safe to take a few days off. So you are probably a good fit for the coaching programs. And this next big thing, if you have often felt like a failure when it comes to controlling how much you drink, you feel frustrated and you start things, you don't finish them, and that really takes a toll on you. And so you're hesitant to start something new. You might read books or self-improvement books, listen to podcasts. You've maybe tried taking breaks from alcohol like a dry January or something, but it just doesn't last. You don't have a lot of ideas of what to do instead of drinking. You might be able to take a couple days off or have these longer breaks, but you keep falling back into the same cycle. You might be scared of changing your relationship with alcohol because your identity and who you think you are is wrapped up in it very much with your family and friends. So just to identify the problem of over drinking, we're over drinking because we're seeking to feel an emotion that we currently don't feel in the moment that we want to drink. So the best one example is you want to take the edge off at the end of the day. You just want to relax. That's because you're feeling an edge, you're feeling an anxiety or something that you don't like, right? And so we seek to feel better, which is normal human behavior, by the way. We're programmed to seek pleasure and avoid pain. So if you're in some sort of emotional discomfort, your brain identifies that as pain, and then it motivates you to go get out of the pain. And if you drink from that place, you train your brain to go seek alcohol again because it's a quick and easy fix. So it's motivated to avoid pain, seek pleasure, and save energy. So by going to get that glass of wine, it doesn't take a lot of effort for you to get instant relief, right? So we're seeking that relaxation to unwind, to de-stress, to take the edge off. Or sometimes it's not negative feelings, it's good stuff. We want to celebrate, we want to feel more joy, we're happy and we want to feel more happy, okay? So we unconsciously believe that alcohol is the answer to feel something that we currently don't feel. And when we drink in response to these feelings, we need a lot more alcohol than we want to get to the desired effect that we have. And then it just builds over time. So that's why we overdrink. That's the problem, okay? And it's hard to cut back because of many different reasons. I talk a lot about the culture, alcohol culture, images that we see on movies, television, our friends, social media, restaurants. It's literally, it's like being a fish in water. You don't even realize how much conditioning that you receive about alcohol in our culture, right? So we're basically told if you can't drink like a regular person, whatever that means, and you have a problem, then you're the problem and you should just quit drinking. And so that holds people back from these sort of like middle area, gray area drinkers, like people probably like you and like me who are like, I'm not an alcoholic. I can take a few days off. I am functional. I get my shit done, right? But it's really hard for me not to, like I have a very strong desire for it. And it's hard for me not to do it sometimes. There's not a lot of support like that. And a lot of people don't talk about it because there's so much shame associated with it. So we don't get that support and openly talk about it. And so we continue on doing our behaviors with it, right? We have a lack of ideas and creativity about what to do instead because we've trained our brain to seek alcohol in those times, and it's hard to come up with something new. It's breaking habits, right? And then we don't fix the underlying reasons we are drinking. So the underlying reasons that we do overdrink is that more internal work, that emotional mindset thing that, life coaching can really help you uncover and fix. That's the root of why we're over drinking. And if we don't address some of that stuff, then we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing, and our patterns will keep coming back to us. So that's why it's hard to cut back. So you know what your pattern of over drinking is, right? And you know what your current relationship with alcohol looks like. I just kind of want you to think about that and note, if any of this is hitting home for you. So wanted to give you a little bit of background on that before I tell you about Alive AF. Alive AF is my new program, and there's a couple different aspects to it. So one aspect of Alive AF, and Alive AF is, the AF means as fuck or alcohol free. You get to decide. So seeing this, like if you're looking at a screen or in written type, it would be Alive AF exclamation point, and you get to decide what AF means to you. I think it's fun to think about it both ways, right? So Alive AF, as fuck or alcohol free. One aspect of the Alive AF programs is a customized support box that is delivered to you quarterly to help you get into action towards your goals to stop over drinking and start living. So this is a subscription box. I'm so freaking excited about it. I can't even handle it. So I've hand selected all of the items that go into this box. This first box is pretty much all of my favorite tools that I use on a regular basis to keep me engaged with myself, to keep my mind sharp, to celebrate myself, to reward myself. So in each box, there's going to be a journal, a self-awareness book. The first book is How to Stop Feeling Like Shit by Andrea Owen. Really, really good book. I know her. She's been on the podcast. There's a personal care item. This box is going to include a beauty care or a beauty counter product. So either skincare or a sample of makeup. A awesome hand-selected bougie non-alcoholic beverage that I have talked about before, some tea samples, and some other little delights. It's all been hand-selected and created by me Again, mostly my favorite things, all packaged up in a really fun, vibrant, beautiful box that's going to be delivered to your door with a special instruction sheet that has been designed by me, how to use this box, and some tips on how to get the most out of it. So that's the big reveal for one part of it. So that's the quarterly subscription box. I'm going to get into more details of that in a second. The second thing that I'm really excited to announce is my Alive AF virtual monthly membership. So this virtual monthly membership is your online coaching program that's going to help you drink less and feel more alive. So there's live coaching, there's a community aspect to it, there's educational classes, and an opportunity to apply everything that I teach inside a container with easy to access, low commitment level. I want you guys to, if you are interested in that, to consider committing for a year, but it's a monthly membership so you can cancel if it's not the right fit for you. So getting back to, so those are the two things. Whoop, whoop. I will be sharing more details about these things. You actually can't purchase it yet, so just hold on and listen to the rest of this podcast. But getting back to the Live AF Stop Over Drinking support box. Again, there's a book, there's a journal with prompts, there's a non-alcoholic beverage that's been hand selected by me that's, not like a can of sparkling water. Okay, it's something a little bit better than that, much better and special. The beauty counter products, there's a candle, my favorite candle that I get from Anthropology all the time. I put that in there. I'm really into scents and creating experiences. There's tea, and then just a couple little extra things. And then there's going to be a guide in there about how to use the box, and it's going to be beautiful and exciting, and it's going to make you feel alive. So the details of the coaching program, so that's the box you can, or it's a membership. So when you sign up for it, you're committing to getting a box every quarter. So you get 4 in a year, and there's limited amounts of that. There's only 200 boxes available, and there's an introductory price that I'm going to tell you about in a minute. So hold that for now. But for the Alive AF coaching monthly membership, when you join, you get immediate access to Alive AF, which is a new self-paced virtual course that I've created that has videos and some worksheets. But it basically provides the foundations to begin or continue your journey to stop over drinking and start living. So I really want to make sure you understand that. So it's for people who are just, wanting to explore their relationship with alcohol, or if you've been working on your relationship with alcohol, or you've been in my coaching programs in the past, you would also be appropriate to join that. So it takes you from wherever you are right now with your relationship with alcohol and will help you move the needle towards the direction that you'd like to go with it. So what you get every month is 2 live calls held over Zoom. The first call of the month is a live workshop where I'll be teaching you something, and then we work together in that workshop to gain awareness about ourselves. You can help see your patterns more clearly. And then in our private Facebook community that you'll get access to, you'll be getting some prompts from me to apply in your life what you've learned and share how you are using the tools that you've learned that month. And then the second call of the month will be a group coaching call where you can get direct coaching from me. Coach Steph is also going to be leading a few of those on your specific issue. So that's where you can get direct coaching on your specific issues in the group coaching call at the end of the month. So 2 live calls. One's the workshop at the beginning. And then the second call of the month is, I'm going to want you to go out and apply what I'm teaching you in that workshop and then come back and get coaching and support where you need it. Okay. Every month there's a different topic, a workshop topic, from how to create boundaries to how to end self-sabotage. We've got it all listed out here in more information. But you also get a private closed Facebook community where only people who are members of the Live AF program can go, where you can ask for written coaching support. You can share your successes, share your obstacles, connect with women, all working towards the same goal: to improve their relationship with alcohol and become more alive. This program is different. I want it to feel easy and doable. So I've created all of the materials and the videos and things that you need to do to be easy things that you can implement in your life. They should not take a lot of time. besides the coaching calls, I would say, think about it as like a 10-15 minute daily commitment to yourself. And if you do that and you watch the videos and you come in there, engage with the program, you will change your relationship with alcohol. You get access to the new course, Alive AF. And then we will record the live coaching calls. Those will be available for 30 days. And then the recordings of the workshops will be available for 1 year. So that's that. That's the announcements. And of course, more details coming. But what I want to talk to you about next is a giveaway. So you actually can't sign up to purchase this stuff right now. But what you can do is you can enter to win a full year of the box. So 4 shipments of the box and a full year's access to the Live AF coaching membership. So there'll be one winner and you're going to get all of the boxes for a year and 12 months access to the Alive AF coaching membership. It's a huge prize. It's worth a lot. And by, immersing yourself with this stuff, you will for sure change your relationship with alcohol. So we have a really fun giveaway contest that you can participate in. The URL for that is www.bit.ly/AliveAF giveaway. Again, this is linked up in the website, but basically you go to that site and then you enter the contest. And this is done on a third party on King Sumo. And you enter the Ultimate Stop Over Drinking Support giveaway and you enter your name and your email. And then after that, you have to go confirm your email address, and then you have an opportunity to earn entries. And at the end of the contest, the person with the most entries wins. And they, a third party does that for us. We're not keeping track of that on our own, just to keep it fair and like totally unbiased. But basically, after you've entered, you can share it on Facebook, you can share via email, you can get on the wait list to get to be the first to purchase these things. All of those types of things get you points in your entry, okay? And that's pretty much it on the contents. It's super easy. There's just like 3 or 4 steps that you do. And I really encourage you all to share this contest with somebody, privately or on the socials, of course. And when you share that, more people can be entered to win and more people get awareness of my work. Whether they buy my stuff or not, it will help women stop over drinking. And that's my main goal. So that's the contest. That's the news. Of course, if you've been following along, you know that I've been at this. I've got tons of testimonials available if you guys want to read through those. But just to sort of recap it, Alive AF is the new thing. You've got a Stop Over Drinking, Start Living support box that's delivered to you quarterly. And you have the Alive AF online membership. And those are the details, my friends. Let's see. Prices. So the cost of the Alive AF box, the new member cost is $100 per quarter plus a small shipping fee and tax. And that's only available for 200 boxes. So that's the amount that we have available to buy right now. And that founding members price, like once you lock into that rate at $100 a box, it won't change. When I launch this again, the price will be going up. So once you lock into that price, your price will not change. And I imagine that as soon as I release this to the list and the ability to buy, it'll sell out right away. The coaching membership is going to start at $97 a month. And then if you pay for a year up in advance, you get 2 months for free. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer. Again, that deal right now is for the first 200 members only. So again, that will go really fast. This is a very low-cost opportunity, a fun opportunity to get regular support from me in a container. So if you like the challenges like Wine-Free Work Week, or I recently did one over the holidays called How to Enjoy the Holidays Without Overdrinking. If you like that kind of environment, you like the energy of that, you want regular check-ins, you want regular support, you want regular engagement with me every month, then you will love the Alive AF. just me popping in there, doing live videos and offering support, you being able to ask me questions and get support whenever you want in the community. It's an absolute no-brainer. So I will be moving a lot of my more public free content into the Live AF coaching membership. So it's all organized, and you can access, the membership off of Facebook, where the replays and the content is and the courses, and worksheets and things like that. So you have a personal login to that. And for $97 a month, it's less than what you're spending on alcohol. Okay. So I'm super excited about it. If you have any questions, you can email us at hello@angelamascenik.com. But that's the big announcement, my friends. I love you all so much. Make sure you go look at the links. So in the show notes of the podcast, you want to go do the contest so you can be entered in for a chance to win. And you can enter every day if you want to. The more you share, the more you enter, the more you engage with it, the more entries that you get. And you want to win. It's a good prize. And then you want to be on the list. So that's probably the most important thing, is to be on the list, to be the first to know when you can buy this stuff, because it's going to go like hotcakes. And I want you to get it. If you want it, if you're like, yes, finally something I can afford. I want to, finally make this the year that I commit to myself and give myself the time and space and a container to work on this with Angela. If you want to feel more alive, you want to, like I say, live a rainbow life and, be open to seeing things different, do things differently, create new habits. This is a no-brainer. So you want to go to the website that we have linked up here to get on the list, and you just sign up for that list, and we will notify you as soon as it's available to purchase. All right, my friends, I love you so much. I can't wait to hear your excitement about it, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.